Okay, time to tackle your calendar. And it's time to go hard here because this is really an upper limit problem. And this is the difference between like performing and being successful in business and then taking it to the next level for like really super high performing executives who are running, like you, 7, 8, 9 figure businesses. This is where it counts. So, what are you going to do? You're going to start to view your calendar as your slave and not your boss. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 different tasks here that are going to just radically shift your energy. And from that place, sky's the limit. Number one, put your entire life into a calendar program. So whatever you use, Google Calendar, iCal, whatever calendar program you use, you're going to put your entire life in there. I mean, everything from like when you sleep, take a nap, when you eat, when you, everything, every single thing goes on there because when you do that, you're able to see exactly where you're struggling and why, right? You're forced to face how overscheduled you actually are. And now you can see what you can ditch, and it's a simple filter, right? As a high performer, this is the simple filter. If it's not making you money or an impact, you got to delegate or eliminate it. And that's it. Get really raw with yourself. That's the key. So, starting with that, everything goes on there. And then you're going to start to see how much time things take you. And you're going to audit that as well, right? Like if you schedule out 20 minutes for dinner, but it actually takes you an hour, there's 40 minutes there that could be precious time you've just bought back. And again, at this level of performance, all of that energy and all of that opportunity can't be left to chance because we're playing for high, high stakes here. So we want to make sure we capitalize on every last juicy bit of it. So start to pay attention to how long these things take you. So that way, when you go forward, you're actually scheduling things in real time. That's important. Number two, start to schedule things in your favor, right? Don't schedule a workout in the wee hours of the morning if you know you're not a morning person because it's never going to get done. And also match your mood with your task, right? So the times of day you're feeling most energetic are probably times where you want to schedule your workout, you want to schedule meetings, you want to schedule working in the business. Times of the day where you feel most creative, yeah, that's your expansive time. That's time to be visionary. That's time to work on your business and create new content. Again, what has to happen is it's got to make impact or money, or it's got to get eliminated or delegated. Okay, number three, this is the most radical, epic shift you can make. When I did this, oh my God, my whole life changed. Ditch the to-do list, right? They can never, ever be completed. So it's like a guaranteed energy zap, vibe killer, and overall just makes you feel like crap because it's all of the judgment, right, of not getting those boxes checked off. And most of those tasks, here's the sneaky thing here, are things we throw on a list to fill up a page, and it's all unaligned busy work. They're super sneaky excuses, and it's like fear's amazing disguise to keep you from doing the work that actually lights your soul on fire, changes the world, and makes you millions of dollars in the process. So without a task list, now what are we going to do, right? Number four, list everything out in your calendar, right? No task list means everything's got to go into the calendar. And from there, you can see, okay, like I actually have to block the time for this. So let's say your task is that you want to create new website copy. If it goes on the task list, it's just like random thing, like, oh, I'll get to it when I get to it. And then you start to get to it. You don't know how much time it's going to take you. And you can't afford to leave this stuff up to chance, right? Like we can't afford to wing it in our business at this level. So now you've done an audit and you know how long certain things take, and now you're simply going to block it out, right? This ends the head chatter of the to-do list. Oh my God, I got to get all these things done and I'm not sure when I could do it, and the shit hits the fan and all this stuff is going on. You just go to your calendar and you schedule it. What needs to get done, right? It's got to have impact or make money. What needs to get done, schedule it in your calendar, item by item, day by day. And then last step, number 5, when shit hits the fan, which it will, we know this, you simply go to the calendar. So whatever fire you have to put out in the immediate moment that's pressing and urgent, but you're like, oh, but I was scheduled to do this, right? Let's say it was like redo, update the database. So go to the calendar, and just like any other appointment, you're like, okay, when else do I have open? And you simply move that block into an opening, and that's it. So you're going to update the database. It just can't be right now. Boom, right? Again, you can't afford to wing it. This upper limit problem for many executives is because there's still these pieces, and it's still overwhelm, and it's still busy work, and it's still fear. And we got to annihilate that, because let's face it, right? Like, again, at this level, like as a high performing executive, 8, 9 figure business owner, entrepreneur, we have a shit ton of work to do. So our calendar has to be simple, it has to be succinct, and it has to be real time. And this is going to radically shift your energy from here, right, where you're able to be successful, but at a cost. But energy level up here means business opens up. That's what I want for you. Boom.